Kia ora! I love saying that in that voice. But yes, my first vlog, my first, addition to me actually doing this. Now, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and the vlog is gonna be on marketing is life. Essentially, what I am aiming to do is capture the book that I'm writing on video, right? The book I'm writing is called Marketing is Life. Now, that's the name that I've come up with for now. I've done extensive research on Google, primary research on Google, and nothing out there has taken this name, which makes it very easy for people to find. And there's a whole bunch of technical stuff when it comes to SEO and things like that for a blog and a vlog to actually be successful, right? So IGTV is the new platform from Instagram. They're trying to battle YouTube, you know what I mean? Because YouTube's owned by Google and Instagram's owned by Facebook, so they want to keep people on their own platform. So so vlog called Marketing is Life, and it will be capturing I'll be sharing my journey writing the book. Yeah. Now, who am I to write a book? I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just gonna write it, and if people like it, they like it. If not, my mom will definitely like it, and she'll definitely download it. You know what I mean? I don't know about my dad though. He'll probably just mock and laugh like he has been his whole life. But that's just the life. Growing up with Indian parents, high as expectations. But jokes aside, I have been thinking about doing this for a long time. When I say long time, I mean maybe 3 years. I've been just mulling over it, and it doesn't help that I'm a naturally lazy person. It doesn't help that I'm an absolute master at procrastination. Doesn't help that I'm really good at just like coming up with excuses why I shouldn't do it, because I'm not prepared, or I don't have the right equipment, or whatever. But then, you know what, like 10 years ago, not even 10 years ago, 10 years ago, smartphones weren't a thing, and I still had my Nokia 8250, that blue screen phone. Actually, sorry, that was 20 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago I had a Panasonic flip phone. Press a little button, boop, pops up. It was hot pink, that diamond TA on it. I thought that was the coolest thing out. Obviously that worked really well with the braids, but I have lost the braids since then. Circling back to why I'm actually here, you can catch this journey that I have to share about my book called Marketing is Life on IGTV, on YouTube, and I'll be doing this as frequently as possible without really getting too hard on myself, because man, putting this content out is hectic. Like, as a marketing and strategy expert myself, doing this and helping clients do all of these things is very easy, and it's great. But when it comes to doing my own marketing, my own branding, and working on my own business, and it's a whole different scenario, because my brain says, well, yeah, we can do that later, we have the whole weekend. Right now, let's just focus on helping the clients that we have on hand. Right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 client projects happening at the same time. What do I do? A year and a half ago, I left my full-time job. The comfort of a full-time job, you have no idea till you leave it and go out on your own, that how amazing it is to have a job where you're in a team, you're in a great team. The energy is very much based on the people at work, and you have your weekends, you have your weekday evenings and stuff. But yeah, I left that because going out on my own, freelancing, starting my own business, so to speak, has been part of my 10-year plan. When I hit 18, my mom said, you've got some talent, but you're lazy as hell. Put some hard work behind that, and it might actually get you somewhere. For the people that don't know me or watching this, my mom is an insanely talented, crazy artist. Given that she has been in the industry working for the past 50 years now. She's 60 years old. past 50 years. So she's amazing. She's a visual and commercial artist, and what she can do in terms of drawing and painting and sculpting with her hand is insane. I haven't really caught on to that, but maybe in the future I will get into it. My talent that I've picked up from her has mainly come and taken form in a digital sense, right? When it comes to strategy, that's my most. I just get so excited. I could be talking on and on about it, but I won't get into that on this video. This is an intro as to what I'm doing, why I'm doing, and all the thoughts that go around it. So yeah, come 18, she said, you're talented, put some hard work behind it, maybe just put yourself out there. So at 18, I got my first ABN, well, the equivalent of it in NZ. When I said I got it, as a mum got it for me. We had a business set up for me at 18, and I started freelancing, where I started doing branding, because I did, by 18, I had my industry diploma in branding and graphic design. Well, you could say graphic design, specialized in startup branding. So by 18, I had my first project locked in I think the first month, which was I turned 18 in October, and by November I had my first project doing a complete brand identity design. But really though, like, jokes aside, it was a daunting but also very empowering experience, like sitting in a room full of accountants and lawyers and stuff, and entrepreneurs at the age of 18. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought I was that clown in class. I just muck around, talk smack. Not great at science, not great at math, but absolutely in love with design. Could that maybe design of products, anywhere from design of, bottles or alcohol or watches or cars or product design, or you name it, anything to do with design. It made me just go crazy from a very early stage. So at 18, started my own business, started freelancing at 18, and when my friends were out hitting clubs, so to speak, I had a common excuse. Well, they thought it was an excuse, but for me it was exciting. I said, bro, I'm not down. I'm gonna be at home doing my client work, So yeah, first one was Buyer's Market, which is like an online platform, essentially like eBay and Trade Me, but switched around, where as a user you'd put your, or as a buyer you'd put your whatever you want to buy out there, and then the sellers, the retailers, will come to you saying, I've got XYZ product or service for you at XYZ rate. So that's why it's called Buyer's Market, and that was great. That was really, really great. That was like the first step. After that, I just went crazy. I was like, hell, like things that come to me so easily about brand and identity and color schemes and strategy. I thought that was, everyone does that, but clearly, yeah, it was a wake-up call at that time, and I've been freelancing ever since then. At 18, I made up my mind, all right, I'm gonna finish my studies in marketing, branding, graphic design, digital media, web development, pretty much like a holistic approach when it comes to marketing, right? You have the marketing umbrella, and under that comes branding and sales and PR and digital and blah 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 blah. Like, a lot of people think it's marketing and sales. Unfortunately, that's not 100% right. It's marketing, and then under that is branding and sales and PR and digital and social. Now social media wasn't a thing back then, because that was just like for fun, right? MySpace, Bebo, High Five. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about, shout out, High Five, Bebo. I think Bebo was the latest one, and after that came Facebook. But yeah, so marketing is life. Book coming out. I'm 20% of the way through. Let me get into the concept of what marketing is life is all about. At a very early age, I started to see a synergy, a connection between what I was picking up in marketing and branding in terms of uni and the industry diplomas I did. I saw a connection to that with everyday life, with everyday interpersonal communication, relationship with friends, family, And I have forever ever been very intrigued by the connection between brands and people, and why are people so connected to brands, and how brands suck people in. Well, I guess that's one way of saying it, right? So marketing is life. It captures the synergy between marketing, branding, and everyday life. And there's so many, and it's insane. There's so many synergies. And I guess a lot of the theories that I picked up at uni while studying my Bachelor of Business at Auckland University of Technology, AUT. Unfortunately, it's AUTU now. Jeez, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm glad I left while I was AUT. So yeah, picked up a lot of theories, and I thought, you know what, this actually is very similar to XYZ situation in my everyday life. Now, that's regardless if it's with friends or with potential clients at that time. And what made uni really fun for me, and exams even more fun for me at that time, was I was applying everything that I was picking up at uni, is applying that with my clients. And in saying that, I did make a whole bunch of mistakes. But I guess from the client side, I gave them a great advantage. I said, hey, look, you may not have the resources to invest and go to a full-blown branding agency, but how about you give me this opportunity? How about you give me this opportunity? And I design it all for you. I know I've been learning it. I'm at uni at the same time. Obviously, to them, the cost is less because they're hiring a uni student. For me, it was great because I actually had real life clients, real life businesses out there that I could walk around and be like, hey, look, they're using my branding. That was cool, being in a domain full of adults and accountants and lawyers and business people where money and numbers are like a thing. Being amongst that and being able to walk in confidently, present the concepts I've come up with for their branding, and then walking out with a check. That was empowering at 18. That fueled me. I said, all right, I'm going to finish my studies. I'm going to get the right type of professional experience at work. I always wanted to work for different agencies and different companies. On the client side, I feel the client side is more fun because you're more connected with the company's purpose, the values, the products, and for me it was always about the impact that the company made that I work for. So marketing is life. You can catch my journey writing my own book in my own way, on my own terms. And why not, right? Like, if I think I feel I can, then I'm gonna do it. As I said, if it's crap, mom will download it. She'll be proud. and if it does help at least one person get a better understanding of marketing and how they can either implement it or be wary of how brands out there are really doing things. Any upcoming marketing students, I would definitely encourage you to watch these episodes, read my book that's coming up. Essentially what I'm doing is, if you've been following me, my book Marketing is Life is already out there. So what I do is got 2 elements with every segment. The first element is a quote that is written by yours truly. I make sure before I publish it that I do my research and that I try to see if anyone else has written it. I don't want to be putting on quotes that are written by someone else, obviously, and I also don't want to be putting on quotes that are just, I guess, a changed up of words based on someone else's quote. So I have done my research and I have published 22 of these segments. That means there's 22 quotes out there. You can find them on my Instagram, on my Facebook. Plug my website, amithandamit.com. That's a mouthful, I know, probably hard for you to spell it or even figure out how it's spelt. But if you go to any of my social networks, you will find my website link there. That's what it looks like. I like it, it's pretty, it's simple, and that's what I'm all about, building thriving customer communities, helping startups and small businesses really get into that when it comes to branding. And that's a space I feel where there is still a lot of myths and misconceptions, hence a myth. Um, but yeah, so there's there's two elements to every segment. One is the quote, second is the blurb, the description, and my take on how I feel it works perfectly for branding, marketing, and your everyday life, right? So if you haven't already, catch all of those on my website. There's a detailed explanation. There's a whole category in my blog just dedicated for marketing is life. I'm 22 in. I've got over 100 of these quotes that I've got written down on my phone in a list that I've been working on, for the past 3 or 4 years. When I'm talking to friends, colleagues, people in the industry, when I'm talking to my clients, and if I say something that pops up in my mind, like, oh, that's a really good thought, or that's a great way to articulate this concept, then I just write it down. And now I'm aiming to publish a book by the end of this year, if not Jan next year. And I've also got videos, because not everyone's down to read. And this vlog, Core Marketing is Life, you'll find that I will also eventually turn this into a podcast, where it's not just me talking, thankfully. But I've got a whole massive list. Where is it? Yes! I love this list. So I actually made a big ass list of people. And there's around, let's see, 30 names on there. And these are people that have started their own brand, regardless of what, what sort of spectrum or what industry. That these people have started their own brand and their own venture, their own business, that I actually know personally. Not like someone I found and like, hey, can I interview? Nah, these are people like in my circle. And when I actually wrote these down, it blew my brain. I was like, what? So many people are out there living, I guess, their dreams. Growing up, you hear this whole, like, you gotta love what you do and you'll never work a certain day. And as cheesy as it sounds, there is a lot of truth to that. There are so many also times where it's like, man, I should just have stuck to a job. But that's probably like one day out of maybe a month where I'm like, oh, I should have just stuck to my job. This is hella hard. You know what I mean? But it's like a massive emotional roller coaster. So to wrap things up, Marketing is Life is what the vlog is called. Podcast is coming soon. I've got my book out there. And yeah, I'm going to be teaching myself how to vlog, how to edit videos. I'm going to be talking a lot about marketing and branding tips, and how if you've got a business or a brand, or you're thinking about it, or you're a marketing student, or you just like my voice. Said no one ever. Legit. But yeah, a whole bunch of marketing tips. Pretty much everything that I've got here from a marketing strategy, branding sense. I just want to put it out there. You know what? I'll put it out there. If I can help one other person get a better handle on this marketing and branding world, then I'm winning. I'm successful. And yeah. I haven't really thought this through. I don't know how I'm gonna end this, but let's just wrap it. You know what I mean? Let's wrap it. More to come, and hopefully you'll see me get better at these things, and hopefully I'll notice less wrinkles on my forehead. Jeez. Maybe this lighting is messed up, but yeah. Over time, I'm gonna invest in a better camera, a better microphone. I want some LEDs back there, like. I don't know. I'm loving this. This is exciting. And hopefully I can push out at least a few videos every week. The better I get at this. I'm talking to one of my boys who produces music. I want to have like the intro sound and all of that jazz. Blah blah blah. But yeah, the main aim of this is to just share everything I have up here, and learn new things. Because I'm sure I'm going to be saying a whole bunch of shit here, and people are going to be like, oh, you're wrong, I disagree with you. And I'll be saying, you know what, like, tell me where you're at, and it'll help me grow as well, So, Marketing is Life. Amit from Amyth and Amit. Clocking out at 20 minutes. Jeez. Peace.